If you're feeling discouraged, then I am making this video for you. If you're feeling like you got a ton of self doubt and you're feeling that you're just over it and you're so tired, like really tired, like soul tired, bone tired, mentally drained, you just feel that there's just no point to anything that you're doing and you're frustrated with how life has been going, then I want to tell you that you're not alone. There are so many times that I have felt that way. There's so many times that I'm wondering and I'm looking at God and I'm just like, is this it? Is it ever going to get better? Will I ever be able to get the result that I want? I was just talking to a friend of mine just this week and I said to her, I was like, listen, I'm tired of not getting the result that I want. I don't want to, in certain areas of my life, not every area, but I'm just like, I don't want to start anymore. I don't want to begin anything. I don't want to be in the process of getting there. I don't want to be putting out all this effort and not seeing it. I just want to be her. I was like, I just want to be future me. Like, I just want to be her already. Like, I want her results. I want to be able to be at that point where I'm just like, yes, this is happening for me in my life in this area. And yes, I got the thing that I wanted. And yes, I'm leveling up to the next level and I'm able to handle it and deal with it, and it's exciting and it's fun again. And that's the place I think so many people are feeling so discouraged, like feeling like you're disappointing yourself, feeling like you're disappointing those who are rooting for you, those who are watching you. You've talked a big game and it's like, well, okay, where's the result? Is it happening for you? You said you're going to start that thing. Have you started? You said you were going to do that thing. Is it done? You feel that you had so much faith and so much hope that things would work out, and it seems like they haven't yet. So where do you go from here? What do you do? I once heard Myron Golden say that if it's not working for you, it's working on you. And I love that quote because I feel that it is so relevant, so true. The thing is that it's a process. It's a process that you're going through. It's a process that I'm going through. And as much as I want to be her, I can't speed up time. Like, I can't do that. And the process takes time. But I can speed up the process. I can speed up the process by embodying those things and being consistent with it, by being persistent, by not stopping because I feel discouraged in the moment, by not giving up because something's difficult. I can speed up the process, but I can't speed up time. And that for me is like, it just gives me hope. It just makes me say, okay, all right, I think I can keep going. I think I can keep doing this. Because if it's not working for me, it is working on me. My philosophy around giving up, because I feel like there comes a point where you're deciding, okay, should I continue doing this thing or should I stop? Like, at what point is it something that is going to eventually work for me as it's working on me? Where do I get to that point? Where do I know if I should just give up and just say, all right, no, maybe this is not the thing for me? I feel that that point, you need to ask yourself a couple questions. You need to ask yourself, is this something that is benefiting me right now? Like, is it helping me in this moment? Am I becoming a better person? Is it elevating my mind, my body, my spirit, my relationships? Is it a skill set that's going to give me a return on my investment in the future? Is it developing, building my character? Like, am I expending this energy and this effort in this thing and it's not doing any of those things? It's not really helping me in any way. And I can't even picture something in the future of how it will be of benefit. If you've been doing something for so long and nothing has happened, like you've put in the time, you've put in 3, 6, 2 years, 6 months, 2 years, a year, you've put time in, and you're just like, okay, I don't know anymore if this is really working. Maybe it's time to pivot. But if you haven't done that yet, then maybe you need to put the time in, and maybe you need to see if you really do get a return on your investment. And if it's not building anything for you, then maybe it's time to pivot. Maybe it's time to walk away and do something else. majority of the time for me, I feel that it's like, okay, me wanting to be her, be my future self. I have to look at it as I got to be diligent. Like I have to be diligent even if I don't feel like it. Whether my emotions are on board or not, it's non-negotiable in me showing up a certain way and doing certain things. I equate it to, if you want to be a doctor, if you want to be a pilot, whatever it is that you want to be, it's like, don't you got to go to school? Don't you have to do your assignments? You can't do 2 classes and then skip 3 months and then, all right, I'm going to do it again. All right, then do another class and learn another skill and then skip 2 more months. And then because you're not feeling like it that way, you're not in the mood that day, you will never become a doctor. It will take forever. And for you to become her, your future self, to become her, instead of being in this process all the time and feeling like you can't get there, embodying her, embodying those characteristics that would create that woman that you respect. You need to be that woman that you respect. You need to show up as her. You got to take yourself seriously. And when you say, I'm going to consistently do this, whether I feel like it or not, even if I mess up, I'm going to be persistent enough to continue on the path, you are shortening the time frame and you're speeding up the process. Not time, but the process. I just ground myself into just continuing and persevering through, because I believe that God has put me here for a reason. And I believe that my calling, my purpose, the mission that He's placed on my heart, like I use that to ground me all the time. Because if I were to just go based off how I feel, if I were to go based off my results at times, I would have given up so long ago. I would just say, I'm done with this. It's time for me to pack up and be done. Walk away. It's not working. It's not worth it. But because I believe that God has put me here to do a certain work, to work with women, to empower women, to inspire and encourage them, and to share my story, and to hear their stories, and to mentor them, and to give them that safe space and that connection that they need to level up. I believe that that's my calling. I believe that that's why I'm here. I believe that I get to show up as that because God, who created me, has put that upon my heart. He's put that burden in my soul to do that work and to help women. And so because it's not just about me, it's about who I'm here to help and who I'm here to serve, then that gives me ammunition to say, even when I don't feel like it, somebody's watching. Even when I don't want to, I'm shedding an influence. And I have to give an account for that. And I don't want to let God down. I don't want Him to be like, well, I gave you all of this. We know in the Bible, the person who had 2 talents, 4, they made 4 and 8. The person who had 1, they went and buried it because like, it's not that big. I don't want to deal with this. I just feel like it's just nothing. I'm gonna go bury it. No, God says, whatever it is that I give to you, you need to use it for my glory, and I will bring the multiplication of that gift. You just need to be faithful. You just need to be consistent, and you just need to be obedient in what I told you to do. Whatever it is that you're called to do, whatever it is that God has placed on your heart, the burden that He's put on you in this season, just use what you have. Use what you have. That is the message that God has been telling me over and over and over for the past couple months. Like the end of last year, I was like, okay, Lord, I want to make this happen. I want to do this thing. And He's just like, use what you have. Because sometimes the resource is not there, or sometimes the opportunity has not yet presented itself. But whatever you do have, use that. Social media is free. YouTube's free. Like just talking to people is free. It's literally there. There are opportunities everywhere. Just use whatever it is that you have. Just be obedient, be consistent, be persistent. Just don't stop. Don't give up on yourself, and don't give up on that gift that God has given to you. I just want to encourage you to use what you have and watch God do so many amazing things with that little.